There's a new e-bike law in the state of California. We're going to read the actual law. There's also a link to the full law in the description because you really need to know what we're talking about. So we'll look at some bikes and we'll study the law here. So starting with Class 1, a Class 1 electric bicycle or low-speed pedal-assisted bicycle is a bicycle equipped with a motor that provides assistance only when the rider is pedaling, that is not capable of exclusively propelling the bicycle, except as provided in paragraph 4, that ceases to provide assistance when the bicycle reaches the speed of 20 miles per hour, and that is not capable of propelling the rider to speeds greater than 20 miles per hour. And the paragraph 4 they're referring to is just walk mode. So if it can propel itself 3.7 miles an hour on its own, which is some bikes have a walk mode to get you up a hill, that's what they're referring to. And here's an example of a Class 1 e-bike. So it is no throttle, pedal assist only, and top speed of 20 miles an hour from the factory. This is made by 10 Ways. There isn't a way that I know of to unlock it. You see there's no throttle there. It's just got a simple speedometer controller on it. And then if we go down and look at the motor, you can see it's a 350 watt motor. It has 350 written on it, so that doesn't exceed the 750 watt max that they've put across all e-bikes. If it has more than 750 watts motor, then it's illegal as well under these laws. And this is a great bike. I love it. There are links to all the bikes in this video in the description, so check them out if you're interested. Now on to Class 2. Electric bicycle or low-speed throttle-assisted bicycle is a bicycle equipped with a motor that may be used exclusively to propel the bicycle, and it is not capable of providing assistance when the bicycle reaches speed of 20 miles per hour. So that means this bike can have a throttle, whereas the Class 1 bike could not have a throttle, but your top speed is 20 miles an hour. Now, if I were a member of law enforcement and I was trying to check how fast somebody's bike was, I would just lift up the rear wheel and hit the throttle like that, and I'd see 25, and I would impound the bike and give them a ticket. But this is a Class 2 or 3 bike here. And on many e-bikes like this one, you can go into the settings on the controller. If you know the secret password to get in, your manufacturer should be able to tell you that. And then that's kilometers an hour there. So if I can crank this down where it's 20 miles an hour top speed, then that would make this a legal Class 2 e-bike, which means by throttle, it can go up to 20 miles an hour. Now, here's where it gets weird when you start talking about Class 3 e-bikes. This is either some kind of legal mistake that they just didn't understand bikes, or they're trying to make every other bike that goes faster illegal. So let's read it. A Class 3 electric bicycle or speed pedal-assisted bicycle is a bicycle equipped with a motor that provides assistance only when the rider is pedaling, that is not capable of exclusively propelling the bicycle, except as provided in paragraph 4, that's walk mode again, and that ceases to provide assistance when the bicycle reaches the top speed of 28 miles per hour and is equipped with a speedometer. So you'll notice there's nothing in here about a throttle, and every bike that goes fast comes with a throttle. So what I thought Class 3 meant previously was pedal assist works up to 20 miles, or I'm sorry, throttle works up to 20 miles an hour, and then you have to start pedaling, and then it'll go up to 28, was what the kind of naturally assumed Class 3 class was. But this doesn't mention anything about a throttle. So according to the letter of this law, if you have a bike with a throttle, and even just on pedal assist, it can go 28 miles an hour. Just the fact that it has a throttle will make it illegal. I think that's how you read this. So this, you could argue this in court to take away everybody's bike that has a throttle on it that's going more than 20 miles an hour. Now, this Rave Bullet is a good example of a bike that I got from the manufacturer, and it would go 20 miles an hour on the throttle, and then if I spun the pedals around, it would go 28. So that, I thought, would be a legal Class 3 e-bike. But under this law, because it has a throttle, and they don't mention a throttle, it may be illegal. So I don't know how you read that, but that is the throttle right there that would put me in questionable status. There's some more interesting legalese. So the following vehicles are not electric bicycles and should not be sold as electric bicycles. So it's any vehicle with 2 or 3 wheels powered by an electric motor that is intended by the manufacturer. So the element of intent is a big deal with lawyers. So intended by the manufacturer to be modifiable to obtain a speed greater than 20 miles per hour on motor power alone, or to attain more than 750 watts of power. So this means even if you've taken one of those bikes we just saw and dumbed it down to 20 miles an hour to make it a Class 1 e-bike, if they think that the intent of the manufacturer was for you to hack into it and make it faster, it's still illegal. And then number 2 there, a vehicle that's modified to obtain more than 20 miles an hour. So even if the manufacturer didn't intend it, if you have modified it to go faster, that's also an illegal e-bike. And in addition to all that, there is a retroactive labeling law. So any bike that's been sold since 2017 has to have a label on it that says the classification number, top speed, and everything else. All the stats have to be on the bike, or your bike is also illegal. So I guess everybody's got to just print one of those up and tape it onto their bike to make it legal. So what does that all mean? If you're shopping for an e-bike, I guess the safest thing you could do is buy a class 1 bike that's brand new, that has that label sticker on it, that's pedal assist only, that goes 20 miles an hour like this 10 ways I'm riding here. I don't think you'll get hassled for that. Generally, they're going after the hooligan type characters rather than just some old guy on a bike that looks like a bike. But it really depends on law enforcement in your local community. In my local community, we have gangs of kids that are terrorizing everybody, running around and endangering themselves and others. So all the old people hate the kids, and they're asking the police to pull the kids over. So I expect here a lot of kids to lose their bikes, and parents to get in trouble, and bad things to happen, and them to get tickets. But depending on where you are, you may have to worry about it. You may not. But at least we've gone through together and read the letter of the law, so you know what it actually says. You should go read it yourself. There's a link in the description. So thanks for watching. Comment, like, and of course, subscribe. And buy one of these bikes too. Use my links.